Problems based on the electromagnetic waves. First question is the velocity of the electromagnetic radiation in a medium of permittivity epsilon naught and permeability mu naught is given by. The speed of the electromagnetic wave is given by 1 by square root of mu naught into epsilon naught. So option A is the correct option. Second question is the electric and magnetic field of an electromagnetic wave are. First option is in opposite phase and perpendicular to each other, or in opposite phase and parallel to each other, in phase and perpendicular to each other, or in phase and parallel to each other. We know that electric field vector E and magnetic field vector B and the velocity of the wave are mutually perpendicular to each other. So we can discard the option D and option B because electric field vector and magnetic field vector are perpendicular to each other. Also, we know that electric field vector and magnetic field vector for an electromagnetic wave oscillate in phase. So option C is the correct option. Here we have to remember a note that for an electromagnetic wave, electric field vector and magnetic field vector oscillate in phase. Third question is the electric field of an electromagnetic wave in free space is given by E equal to 10 cos 10 power 70 plus kx j volt per meter, where t and x are in seconds and meter respectively. It can be inferred that wavelength is 188.4 meter, wave number is 0.33 radian per meter, wave amplitude is 10 volt per meter, and wave is propagating along the plus x direction. Which of the following pairs statement is correct? Given expression for the electric field is 10 cos 10 raised to the power 7t plus kx j volt per meter. If we write it in standard form, it is E0 cos omega t plus kx j volt per meter. Here, wave amplitude E0 is 10 volt per meter. So option 3 is the correct answer. Further, angular velocity is 10 raised to the power 7 radian per second. K we have to find. Because electromagnetic wave is propagating in free space, so speed of the wave is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So wavelength lambda will be equal to c by nu, or we can write it also as c by nu and multiply by 2 pi and dividing by 2 pi. So it will be c into 2 pi divided by omega, replacing the value 3 into 10 to the power 8 for c into 2 into 3.14, and omega is 10 to the power 7. So it will be 6 into 3.14 into 10. So it will be 188.4 meter. So option 1 is also correct. Now we have to find a wave number. We know that speed of propagation v is equal to omega by k. This implies that k equal to omega by v. Omega is 10 to the power 7 and v, that is the speed of electromagnetic wave in free space, it is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So it is equal to 1 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 1, or 0.33 into 10 to the power minus 1, or finally we can write it is 0.033 radian per meter. So option 2 is the incorrect. Also fourth point is wave is propagating along the plus x direction, because here the sign of omega t and kx are same, so it means they are moving in minus x direction. So option 4 is also incorrect. Hence 1 and 3rd are correct. So from the given options, option D is the correct answer. Next question. If E and B are electric field and magnetic field vectors of electromagnetic wave, then the direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave is along the direction of, options are electric field, magnetic field, cross product of electric and magnetic field, and none of these. We know that electric field, magnetic field, and direction of propagation are mutually perpendicular, and the direction of propagation will be the cross product of electric and magnetic field. Option C is the correct option. Next question is, a plane electromagnetic wave travel in free space along x-axis. At a particular point in space, the electric field along y-axis is 9.3 volt per meter. The magnetic field B along z-axis is. We know that direction of propagation is along the direction of cross product of E and B. And it is given that direction of propagation is along x-axis. If we write it in unit vector, it is I, and it has the direction of cross product of E and B. Electric field is along y-axis, which has unit vector J. So if we find the direction of B, it will be K, because J cross K is directed along the I, that is x-axis. So B is along the z-axis. Now we have to find the magnetic field. We know that speed in free space is c, that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and it will be equal to E by B, the ratio of the electric field and magnetic field. To find the magnetic field, it will be E by C, and substituting the value, E is 9.3 volt per meter and C is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. On simplifying, it will be 3.1 into 10 power minus 8 Tesla. Tesla is the unit of magnetic field. So option A is the correct option. Next question is, in an electromagnetic wave in free space, the root mean square value of the electric field is ERMS equal to 6 volt per meter. The peak value of the magnetic field is. We know that speed of electromagnetic wave in free space is c, which is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and it is the ratio of root mean square value of electric field ERMS and root mean square value of the magnetic field BRMS. So we can write that root mean square value of magnetic field, it will be equal to RMS value of electric field divided by C, and substituting the value, it is 6 by 3 into 10 to the power 8, that is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 8 Tesla. Now to find the peak value, that is B0, it will be the root 2 times of the RMS value, which we have already discussed. We have to remember this thing. It will be equal to root 2 into 10 to the power minus 8, and it is equal to 1.414 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 8. On simplifying, it will be approximately 2.83 into 10 to the power minus 8 Tesla. Option A is the correct option. Next question is, an electromagnetic wave in vacuum has electric and magnetic field E and B, which are always perpendicular to each other. The direction of polarization is given by X and that of wave propagation by K. Then it is a factual question, and we know that direction of polarization is always parallel to the electric field, and the direction of propagation is parallel to the cross product of electric and magnetic field vector. So option B is the correct option. Next question is, the electric and magnetic field associated with an electromagnetic wave propagating along plus z direction can be represented by. We know that the direction of propagation K is parallel to the cross product of electric and magnetic field vectors, and it is given that K is along z axis, that is, it is along the unit vector K, and E and B in the option A, B, C, D are either along the I or J or K. So to get the unit vector K by the cross product of E and B, using the property of cross product, we know that it should be along the I cross J. Because I cross J gives the value K, hence electric field should be along I, that is x-axis, and magnetic field should be along J, that is y-axis. So from the given option, option A is the correct option.